Dear friends, old age means that hair turns gray early, the body weakens, teeth become fragile, cheeks sag, one tires quickly, the face loses its glow, the digestive system deteriorates, vision weakens, and so on. All these changes are expected in old age, but nowadays, even young people are experiencing the effects of aging. So let's understand this through a Buddhist story. Once, Mahatma Buddha went to the royal court of an emperor, and as soon as he arrived, the king asked, "O Lord, tell me, how are the people of the town?" The king replied, "O God, thanks to the teachings you have given us, the people of our entire town, even those aged 60, look as if they are 20 years old. It seems as though the aging of everyone has stopped, everyone is healthy in our state. People are sitting and resting because no one needs medicine anymore, everyone is completely healthy, and our people are very happy." Dear friends, today's story is very informative, so listen to it until the end. With this story, you will understand why old age comes early. As you all know, Gautama Buddha was once an emperor but gave it all up to live as a monk. Because of this, he knew everything about what we should eat and what kind of daily routine we should follow. Friends, today we are going to learn the 12 important rules of Mahatma Buddha, or in other words, today we are going to discover the secret to a complete life. Therefore, it is humbly requested that you listen to the entire story carefully, and after hearing these 12 things, implement them in your life. If you adopt these teachings in your life, you will surely never fall ill, and old age will not affect you. We will understand this through a story so that each point stays etched in your mind, allowing you to incorporate it into your life. So let's begin the story. A long time ago, there lived a king named Badar Singh in a kingdom. The king was very kind, gentle, and just. He had 2 queens, both of whom were very cruel. These queens were beautiful and shared the king's nature. They were also of a religious character. The king loved justice so much that his subjects never suffered because he had formed a cabinet with 9 ministers. Each was given responsibility for a department, taking care of the people's food, and different tasks were distributed among them with strict instructions that anyone negligent in their work would be punished by death. Because of this, the ministers worked with great honesty, and whenever the king had to deliver justice, he did so impartially. He understood people deeply, listened to both sides, and made fair decisions. In this way, the entire kingdom was very happy, and the king used to tour the kingdom every week. During these visits, all the inhabitants were called to a meeting to check how much grain was in each house and whether or not there was food in every home. Because of the king's arrangements, his subjects lived a prosperous life, and his kingdom ran smoothly. All the subjects were satisfied, and because of this happiness, the people always praised the king. One day, during a meeting, a farmer and his wife approached and said, "Maharaj, today we have a big problem. Please resolve our issue." The king said, "Tell me, what is the matter?" The farmer replied, "I have 2 sons, and they are very young, they must be between 26 and 28 years old. But they look as if they are 60 years old. Their hair is falling out, their stomachs are growing, they have become very lazy, and they do no work. We have tried many medicines from here and there, but there has been no benefit." The king said, "All right," and ordered his ministers. The minister said that the farmer's sons should be treated by the royal physician and that the expenses should be covered by the state treasury. The minister carried out the orders, and the royal physician treated the farmer's sons with treasury funds. After a long treatment, the farmer returned to the meeting and said, "Maharaj, there is no relief, my sons are still the same." The king responded, "All right, we will think about it." While pondering, a husband and wife from the same village arrived, crying, with the same problem. Gradually, the issue escalated, and one by one, more than half the village's inhabitants came before the king, leaving him confused. He immediately convened an emergency meeting, declaring that this matter must be resolved in the state. He ordered everyone to be summoned to identify the problem causing all the young people in the state to appear exhausted and called for a thorough investigation. This was the king's strict order. It was decided that action should be taken as soon as possible, and an investigation should be conducted throughout the state, with everyone going door to door to discover the cause of this phenomenon. All the famous physicians were called, and then an emergency meeting was held to discuss these matters. The king asked all the physicians that they had 10 days to investigate and determine the disease affecting every household in the state or what was causing the problem. The king promised that whoever discovered the exact diagnosis of this disease would be rewarded with a kingdom. All the nobles got to work, visiting every house, investigating day and night for 10 days. Then, in a state assembly, all the royal doctors and sages of the state gathered, and the king began questioning the doctors one by one. All the royal physicians gave their opinions. Maharaj, we conducted a thorough investigation, and according to the investigation, we also treated the people, but no one is improving. Then, a very elderly physician, around 125 to 130 years old, stood up and said, our results and observations lead me to believe that there is a problem with our lifestyle and diet, and this is why all of this is happening. However, we do not have a clear solution for this. The king was perplexed to hear this from the elderly physician. The king then said, what will be the solution to this problem now? You must tell us the solution because we have been living with this discomfort for a month. Our people have been troubled for the past month, and seeing this, we too are distressed. Even my hair has started falling out. In our family, whether it's the queens, princes, princesses, or anyone else, everyone is facing this problem. After all, everyone is worried. Please tell us the solution. The elderly physician rose with folded hands and said to the king, please forgive us, but we do not have a solution for this. However, there is only one person who has the solution to all these problems. If we call that sage, then all the problems in your kingdom will be resolved, and all the diseases will disappear forever. Besides him, no one has the solution for this. The king said, physician, tell me quickly. Let's not delay this important task. Tell me as soon as possible, wise man, the name of that person, and we will invite him to our kingdom. The physician responded, excuse me, Maharaj, but we do not know where he resides. He must be preaching in some state. Send your soldiers throughout the kingdom, send them to search for which state Mahatma Buddha is in, where and when he is giving his sermon. Only he has the solution to this problem, and no one else has it. As soon as the king heard these words from the royal physician, he ordered his most capable minister to locate Mahatma Buddha as soon as possible and bring him to his kingdom with respect and honor. This is our strict order. Take as many spies as necessary and find out as soon as possible in which state Mahatma Buddha is preaching at this moment. He will come, I am sure. Send our message and tell him that the emperor is calling him. If he does not come, let me know, and I will go to him myself with my problems. All the ministers immediately dispersed in all directions, and after much effort, they discovered that Mahatma Buddha was giving a sermon in a very distant place. The ministers went there, paid homage to Buddha, and said, Lord Buddha, our king has called you. A great illness has befallen our kingdom. Please, can you come with us? Mahatma Buddha, being so kind and joyful, always had one piece of advice, that all living beings on this earth should be healthy and happy. In his mind, there was no deceit, no one was deceived, no one was sad, and everyone should live with laughter. As soon as he heard the soldiers, he said, why not? Let's go immediately. Mahatma Buddha agreed to go to the kingdom along with the minister, and his disciples also accompanied him. The king received Mahatma Buddha in the court with a warm welcome, greeted him, and invited him respectfully. Then the king said to Mahatma Buddha, Lord, our people are very joyful and happy, but today a great burden weighs on them, a calamity has befallen them. When a calamity falls upon them, it also falls upon us. These are not just subjects, they are our family. Please resolve all these problems. The king praised Mahatma Buddha. The Mahatma was very impressed by the king's thoughts and ideas, and smiling, he said, "Why not? This is nothing, everything will be fine. All the people have caused these problems for themselves." Hearing this, the king smiled and said, "Sir, such a big problem, and you say it's nothing?" Then the king said, "All right, Guru, do whatever is necessary. Please cure our people." A disciple who was in front of Mahatma Buddha stepped forward when Buddha signaled. The disciple said, "O king, give us an appropriate place, so we can heal your people." As soon as Mahatma Buddha said this, he called the royal physician and all the royal sages to the assembly and discussed the matter with the emperor. Then he ordered that everyone in the state should be summoned to a meeting with the emperor. All the farmers, citizens, nobles, sages, doctors, artisans, and the common people gathered in one place. It was a large open space where they could all sit, and this was the first time that so many people had gathered in one place in that kingdom. Then Mahatma Buddha came, sat in the middle, and began to address the people. "Dear people of this state, you are all very good, the king is very good. Everything is good. But one thing you should remember, the rules of this universe are absolute, and if we break these rules, the universe will punish us, whether we want it or not. This is why you are facing difficulties. You have suffered this punishment due to the rules you have broken." Buddha then went on to explain the rules of the universe, particularly focusing on 12 essential rules. Proper diet, a balanced diet is essential. Buddha emphasized that one should eat moderately, consuming food that nourishes the body without excess. Adequate rest, sleep is crucial for maintaining health. Buddha taught that one should rest adequately to rejuvenate the body and mind. Regular exercise, physical activity is necessary for keeping the body healthy and strong. Buddha encouraged daily exercise. Mental peace, stress and anxiety can lead to physical ailments. Buddha advised practices like meditation to achieve mental peace. Cleanliness, personal hygiene and a clean environment are vital for preventing diseases. Healthy relationships, Buddha stressed the importance of maintaining harmonious relationships with others. Avoiding harmful substances, he warned against the consumption of intoxicants and harmful substances. Moderation in speech, speaking kindly and truthfully avoids unnecessary conflicts and stress. Simplicity in living, Buddha advocated for a simple lifestyle, free from excessive material desires. Mindful breathing, proper breathing techniques were taught as a way to maintain health and calm the mind. Compassion, cultivating compassion for others leads to a peaceful mind and a healthier body. Gratitude, being grateful for what one has brings contentment and reduces stress. After explaining these principles, Buddha asked the people to incorporate them into their daily lives. He assured them that by following these rules, they would see a significant improvement in their health and well-being. The king and the people listened attentively, and they all committed to living by these principles. Over time, the kingdom saw a remarkable transformation, with people regaining their youthfulness and vitality, proving the wisdom of Buddha's teachings. This story not only teaches us about the importance of a balanced and mindful life but also shows how ancient wisdom can be applied to modern health challenges. By adopting these principles, we can lead healthier, happier lives and delay the onset of old age.